Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and you had enjoyed times with your loved ones. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I still hope you had a wonderful day doing whatever you chose to do. So in today's video, I wanted to go over what my go-to affordable makeup is. It's so easy to get wrapped up in buying all these fancy, expensive new things, especially people like, oh, do this, things go viral, you try it, it costs a lot, and sometimes it lives up to the hype and it's amazing, and other times it's just not so good. And I just feel sometimes you don't need to spend as much, and there are some good things out there that don't actually cost a bomb. So I just want to apologise if the lighting's a bit off here. I had my ring light on the previous video and there was a weird like ringing sound, and I thought it was something maybe to do with my camera. Actually found out it's my ring light, and I don't know why, but I turned my ring light on, film, makes really high pitched noise. I don't have my ring light on, it doesn't make the noise. So hopefully the daylight is enough for this video, but we're going to go straight into it. So everything I have ranges from around £3. The most expensive thing I have is £14, but the thing that's £14 you don't necessarily need to get. I just do really like it, so I'm going to throw it in there. But we're going to be starting off with primers. So I only have one primer, which is the ELF, if I have it the right way, ELF Matte Putty Primer. So I wasn't quite sure about primer in general, and I wasn't actually sure about this one to start with, but I love to use this more on my T-zone. That is where I get really oily. I can get quite dry easy everywhere else. So I love to put this on, especially if you're going out and you want your makeup to last, to put it on around the oilier areas. And I just find it just helps, like I said, smooth out, mattifies it, and it doesn't make your skin as oily throughout the day when you've got the rest of your makeup on. So this is a really good one to use. As you can see, I've used a fair amount of it, but it does last a while, especially if you don't use primers every single day. But even if you did, this is a good one. But you don't need loads of it lathered on your face. Just get a little, scoop a little bit out with your finger, wipe it on, and then just rub it in, and then sometimes I'll pat it in afterwards just to make sure it's definitely gone into the skin properly. But this is a very good one. Then we're going to move in to skin tints. I'm going to mention two that I've got here, and I'm also going to mention a couple that I've used before and I definitely would repurchase again. So the first one is the CC Glow is Everything CC cream. Now this isn't a coverage at all. It's very, very light coverage. So if you have any breakouts or like red spots or blemishes, it's not going to hide that. However, any kind of discoloration or anything like that, it does just kind of smooth out the skin, and it's very lightweight. So if you have sensitive skin like me, this is a good one to do. Just like I said, smooth out your complexion, and then you can use concealers or anything to kind of knock out any of the blemishes or spots. But this is very, very good. So depending on what you're going for, this won't be for everyone because it is so light coverage, but for someone like me who has very sensitive skin, it's very nice on the skin. Next one I have is the most expensive one, which is the ELF Halo Glow. So this one obviously is a slightly darker shade for me, but I do really like it. It is very dewy, it is very glowy. If you are an oily person, this probably won't be the best for you, but it depends how you do your makeup and how you go about it. But I do love this one. I tend to now kind of put it a bit more on the outside. I sometimes will put a little bit on my forehead depending on how I'm feeling, but again, depending on what your skin is like, this is a good one. But again, there are some good dupes, if you want to put it that way, out there that are a fraction of the price. So again, this is the one that you don't necessarily need, but it is a good one to have. Then a couple of honourable mentions, if you want to put it that way, is the Maybelline Skin Tint and the L'Oreal Skin Tint. I love them both. The Maybelline has surprisingly quite a bit of coverage considering it's a skin tint rather than a foundation, but I feel it just glides on the skin. It lasts very nicely. It's not too heavy on the skin, both that and the L'Oreal. I find the L'Oreal, it's a bit more liquidy, if that makes sense, compared to the Maybelline, but I love them both, and they are they last, like I said, they're great on my skin. I can have quite sensitive prone skin, and I can get breakouts. So if you want something that you know isn't going to irritate your skin, them two are good ones as well. Then we're going to move on to concealer. So the first one is, again, this Revolution Conceal and Define. So I know I keep going on about how I feel like it goes quite quickly. I probably just use too much of it, if I'm honest. But I do love this one. I've got the shade C4. And I like to use this for any kind of redness, blemishes, spots, anything like that to use. I have used this under my eyes before. Me personally, I can get a lot of creases under my eyes, and I do feel this can crease quite easily. However, for, like I said, concealing any dark spots, blemishes, marks, redness, anything. This is a really, really good one, and again, it's affordable. Next one is my favorite, and I've only just recently started using it, but I love it, is the 17 concealer. This is the Second Skin Enhancing Concealer. Absolutely love this one. I've got this in 001N. This one, the sun's coming out, of course, but this one I love to use under my eyes for brightens the eyes, lovely, and I put it a little bit on the chin and the forehead again just to brighten it. But I love this one, and this is the one concealer that I found doesn't crease my under eyes, or creases my under eyes the least, which I found concealers have done this for ages and it always really irritates me, and maybe it's the way I'm placing the powder on now as well, but I love this. Full coverage for the price. Absolutely love it. Sometimes I put one layer on, sometimes I put two. It literally depends, but I do like it, and it's lasting me a very, very long time. It's not too heavy, it's not too cakey. It glides on like a dream. Absolutely love this one. For cream bronzer, I've only got one that I use, but again, I absolutely love it, which is the Revolution. So this is the Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light. I've had this since February. I might mention it in my other video, but I've had this since February and I absolutely love it. This is light. Some people might class this maybe a bit too dark for light. I'm very fair skinned, but it does blend out really nicely. It's one of those ones that if you just keep blending it will sheer out, and maybe that's because I can go a bit heavy handed with it, but it is one of those ones that will continue to blend out the more you blend it. Some I find can get a bit stuck or they dry a bit quickly. This one you can just keep blending and absolutely love it. I love Revolution. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to show you is Revolution, 17 and e.l.f. to be honest. They're my go-to. For liquid blushes, 17, absolutely love these. Have used these in a couple of videos. I've got this in a soft pink and in Peach Dreams. So Peach Dreams is what I've got on today. This one is very subtle, if you want to put it that way, so good for no makeup days, or if you just want a little bit of colour on without it being a bit too overwhelming. This one I love, especially in the spring and summer. This one's really good in the spring and summer because it's just like sun-kissed look. But I fancy putting it on today because I've been using this one. Again, very affordable. I've had Pink Lemonade as well, which again is, says it in the name, just a little bit more pink, so it depends what kind of shade you're going for. But I love these. A little goes a long way. I used to put on way too much, but they do blend out. So if you do accidentally put on too much, you can keep on blending and they will eventually just smoothen out, and you can always just use a little bit of a beauty blender with any type of product that you use, if you use too much, just to kind of, again, smooth it out a little bit. But I absolutely love these. Moving on to powder products. So again, Revolution. I love this powder. This is the Coconut Scented Baking Powder. You got this, they do a pink one, they do banana, they do peach. I tried the coconut one because I wasn't quite sure about the others. However, I have ordered the peach one and I'm tempted to see what it's like. Because I'm very fair skinned, I feel like it should work quite nicely on my skin. But again, the coconut one is just kind of your standard translucent one. I'm running out a lot on it, but actually a little goes a long way, I found. I first put this on, I saw a lot of people talking about it. It's only, I think it's like £5, £6, and it does last a long time, but I think I was putting on too much for my type of skin. A bit too heavy handed, but you don't need to go overboard with this, and it does last, and I do absolutely love this one. Honestly, this is again probably one of the best powders I've tried, and again, just because my skin can be dry, creased under eyes, everything like that, it either is too cakey or it's not very good, and then you just get oily again and it's just not the best. But this one I do really like. Then for bronzer, so this one is a favourite for the reason why I like it, but again, depending on your preference with makeup, might not be your favourite. And this is the Natural Collection bronzing powder. It's very light, very sheer. I like this because it just buffs out my cream bronzer. So again, it just kind of like smooths it out, melts it into skin a little bit more. And I just use a big fluffy brush and I just feel it kind of, like I said, it just blends everything in, so it kind of gets rid of any of the harsh lines. If for whatever reason you feel like you might be a little bit patchy, I find that this is really good, and I can go really heavy handed with it if I wanted to, because it's quite a light pigmentation. If you would prefer to go for something that was slightly more pigmented, then this wouldn't be the one for you, just because of how I like to use it for, because I don't want to go overboard with the bronzer, again, because I'm quite fair skinned, so I feel this just buffs it out really nicely on top of the cream bronzer. Then for a powder blush, I've lost the lid to it, but it is a Collection 2001. This is in Too Bashful. This is Collection 2000 and it is extremely pigmented. I hadn't used it in a long time, and so the fact that I've had this for ages and it's still just as pigmented is absolutely insane to me, but I put way too much on. So a little goes a long way. You just need a slight tap of the excess off, and it just again blends like an absolute dream. This is really good. They do loads of different shades, a couple of quid. Obviously I broke mine, but again, it lasts. I've only just hit pan on it, and I think that's probably just because when it broke it, I broke some of the powder out of it. But yeah, really, really good and very pigmented for the price point of it. Then I've got my Temu one, which I have used in a couple of videos. So again, if you're happy to wait, I think it's like a couple of weeks for the shipping to arrive. But again, it's a very nice baby soft pink. It is pigmented, it's not overpowering. So again, depending on what type of pigmentation you like, but I do like this as a topper blush. I think on its own, for my liking, probably wouldn't be as pigmented, but as a topper blush, I'm quite surprised by this from Temu, or Temu, however you pronounce it. It's actually surprisingly really, really good. I've got this on today, and I've actually got this on today with the Peach Dreams liquid blush, and I just find it's giving a really nice, like the colour combo of it. It's like quite intense with the peach, and then it softens it with the baby pink, and it's just, again, I just think it looks really nice, and I've never done it with this combo before, and I was quite pleasantly surprised with it. So these are good ones. Then I've got my Revolution highlighter. This is the highlighter Reloaded Dare to Divulge. So again, you can see I've still got an awful lot of it. I tend to only wear this if I'm not working and I'm going out and about for the day, or going out somewhere in the evening, somewhere very nice, I want a bit of a glow. Again, got it on today. You can see the nice sheen across, but it's not overpowering. It's not like boom in your face, which I personally don't like, but again, you can actually see it. So it's not sheer, it's not shimmery, it's just a nice glistening, nice little gleam, and again, a few pounds, you can't go wrong. They might have a couple of shades, but I went with this one because I just felt it went better with my skin tone, and it's a good all-rounder. It works on any kind of look that you want. I just feel like the colour of it goes with everyday look, goes for during the day if you're going out, it goes well for the evening. I just feel it's a good colour that goes with absolutely everything. So this one, again, Revolution, one of my faves. So for brows, I don't actually have too much. I think I mentioned in another video the brow product I use. I'm getting used to it now. It does give a really nice like natural finish, but it's not my favorite, so I'm not going to go too much into that. So if anyone actually knows a good brow product in regards to a brow pencil, pomade, gel, whatever it might be, do let me know, because I'm interested to try more. However, another Temu find, which I think is a dupe for the NYX, I do quite like this. I've tried like those soap waxes and stuff, and I've always found it just get really sticky in my eyebrows, or then like it would, when I then put my makeup on, it would pull it down, and or it, I don't know, or then like I'd want to put it on after my makeup, because it would just, I'd pull my eyebrows down, and then it's, you know, it's taking off my makeup. But this, it's very light, it's good. It's, does it make them super stuck on my skin? No, on my skin? On my face? No. But I feel for my preference of brows, again, a Temu find is not bad. So again, if you're happy to wait a couple of weeks for the delivery, you can always give it a go. Then for mascara, I've got two. So the first one is the e.l.f. I'm not sure what the Lash It Loud volumizing mascara. I love this one. I'm quite surprised by this. I think I always find mascaras that they can be very hit or miss, and this is, I think it's £6, and it hasn't dried out yet. I've had it a while. I've got it on today. I tend to be that person who will use one mascara, wait till it's finished, and then get another mascara. But this is really good. I feel like it lengthens my lashes. I feel like it thickens my lashes. I like a bit more of a clumpy, thick lash. Again, so it depends on what you're going for. But this is a really good one. And another one that I love that is similar is the Maybelline Sky High. A little bit more expensive, but I do really like that one. It has the same effect, and I feel like both of these, the e.l.f. and the Maybelline, they don't transfer onto my skin, whereas I feel like a lot of mascaras, especially if you go for maybe the slightly cheaper ones, I'll get it more here on my eyelid, and then I'll just go to the bathroom and just see all these mascara lines on my face. So this one and the Maybelline are really good ones that I do really like, and I definitely would purchase both again. So for eyeshadow, I've only got one. I don't use eyeshadow too much, which I think I have mentioned in a previous video. 17, so just 17 eyeshadow palette. This is in 030 Browns. I use this in my festive video, and the pigmentation on these for the price point is really, really good. It depends how big of an eyeshadow person you are. Everything's more like natural nowadays, but again, you can still get a lot of natural looks out of this, but you can still kind of get a bit more of a smoky look with this as well, which I really, really like. And again, for the price point, there's not really much else to say with this. For the price point, the pigmentation is actually really, really good. So give it a go. They do different types of palettes. There's different types of colours in there. It just depends on what you want to go for. Then onto lips. I've got 3 lip liners that I absolutely love. The first one is the Revolution. So this is the Revolution Satin Kiss lip liner in the colour Chauffeur. It's in the colour Chauffeur. I love this. I find this is a good versatile lip liner that goes with any type of nude. Whether you're going for a bit more of a pinky nude, a bit more of a brownie nude, this is a good one that I feel is a good, like, it goes very well. It's a good combo, nice formula. Any type of lip liner that I use, I always put a little bit of lip balm on first. That's just my personal preference, but I do feel it glides on very nicely. It doesn't feel chalky, it doesn't feel too dry, and again, it was only a few pounds. Then another Revolution one I've got is the Soph one, so the lighter shade of the two. This one's a little bit more of a peachy nude, so again, I'm a bit more specific, if that makes sense, on what I use this for with the lip combo, but I do really like this. Again, it's a really good formula. Soph did very well on this. I love watching a YouTube video, so I definitely wanted to try it because I don't really wear lipstick to work. I work in a gym, so I don't always do like a full face, but they do last. They're very nice. This one. So it's actually a 17 one, which is in the colour Dusky Pink. This one, again, it goes for more of the pinky nudes compared to the other ones, but again, I just feel I need to sharpen this one, but I just feel this one's, again, really, really good. 3 go-to. As you can see, they're all types of nudes. That's kind of the colour I go for, but I like to have the different shades of the nude. If I want to go for a bit more of a pinky colour, a bit more of a peachy browny colour, and this one, like I said, kind of just goes with everything, and I love this one. And I have 3 lipsticks. So the first one is Primark. I got this for £1. It was £3, but I tell you what, for Primark or Primark, however people pronounce it, the formula on this I absolutely love. I always find when you go for like a cheaper lipstick, it will just come off straight away. It cracks on the lips, might feel very chalky. This is so smooth, it's so creamy, it lasts, it's not sticky, and it looks amazing on the lips. This is like my go-to nude, but I would also wear this on like an evening out if we were going anywhere, because I just love the colour that much, and I love the packaging on it. I've still got the price thing on it, where is it? I just haven't taken it off, but I like the kind of vibe it's got on the packaging. Then I have a Natural Collection. So this Natural Collection one is called Cameo. And again, this was a couple of pounds, and I absolutely love it. It is a very similar colour. This is a little bit more of like a peachy nude. Got a bit more of a peach undertone to it compared to the Primark one, but I do really like this. And surprisingly, again, a Natural Collection, this lasts a while, and is a great combination with the Revolution lip liner. Same with this one, Revolution, or the Soph is the one I use for this one, but this is a great one. So again, it lasts. I just love it. And lastly, I have a NYX. It is the Soft Matte Lip Cream. I was a bit unsure when I bought this because I've bought liquid lipsticks before in the past, and I just didn't get on with it. It dried out my lips, it cracked, it looked awful after a bit of time. But this, says it in the name, it's very soft, it doesn't stick, it doesn't dry out or feel like your lips are cracking. And I like to use this with the Soph one, but I tend to use the 17 one for this. I just feel like the combination, they just both go really, really well. And this has a bit more of a pop of a nude. It's not as subtle, me personally. Again, everyone's a little bit different. I've used this on short, so you will, if you look back, you'll kind of know what I mean, and I think I use that combo. But again, for a liquid lipstick, I do really like this one. And again, it's NYX, so it's affordable, it's not overly overpriced. So yeah, so that is everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are able to kind of see some type of stuff that you can get. I mean, like I said, I use the same products until they run out, and I'll either repurchase, try something a bit different, maybe buy a couple to switch between. But they're affordable and they're good products. They're not one of those ones you buy it and they just look awful. But again, I know a lot of this is personal preference. I don't like using foundation. I just feel like it's too much on my skin. Some people love foundation, so you know, there's little different things. But I hope you do like this video. I hope it gave you some ideas, as I've just said. But yeah, if you do like my videos, because I am enjoying doing them, feel free to subscribe or like or comment. It would mean the world to me, and I would appreciate it. Again, I hope you are having a wonderful time off for Christmas, and I will see you in the next one.